How are you doing today? Thank you again for coming back and visiting with me. In today's video, it's going to be a little bit of a stressful video because I'm going to be reliving some of my recent, negative experiences, but we'll get through it as best as we can. And I just thought of this video because I had this epiphany basically about how little prepared you are for a sudden emergency. You know, something happens, you get a call, you have to rush out of town, and you're frantically packing. What do you pack? Do you even care or want to think about skincare or makeup or anything when you are panic driven, when you are, depressed or sad or anything like that? It is one of the hardest things to really think about or care about, honestly. And we knew that we were going away for a number of days. We knew we had to pack literally within about an hour to get ready and go. We just backed up our car, threw open the trunk, and basically threw in clothes and anything that we thought we might need. Okay, and we were heading down to Florida. So I wanted to go through some of those steps, and that moment when you're basically panic stricken and not knowing what to take and if you should even take something. I mean, to me, even a toothbrush was like I had to really, really think about what the heck do I need? What, all the while having these thoughts going through your head of, is your loved one okay? Is your loved one going to survive? What's going on and all of that, and fielding calls and fielding text messages. I mean, when poop happens, all hell breaks loose. I mean, you get everything. You get messages. You get dings. You have to be on the phone. You have to be fielding calls back and forth, all the while trying to stick to the task at hand, which is going ahead and packing and stuff. So I made little notes, and just to give you a context, I did head down to Gainesville, Florida from Atlanta. So that's where we were heading, and I had to pack in a very big hurry. At the time, my mother-in-law had had a cardiac arrest, and she was in a critical condition. On our way there, we learned that she had passed away, so that wasn't good. But trying to get to a person, a loved one, in time, in a certain amount of time, again, you're not thinking clearly. So these were some of the things that I got successful, and some of the things I found out that I really needed once I was there. And luckily, we were in a big city, not a big city, but a bigger city. We're not just somewhere out there. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Do you like that? Look at that. I have no clue why I'm out of bed, and that is the truth. So we knew that if we forgot anything, we could probably we could buy it there, but the whole deal is to get it right and stuff. All right, the number one thing that I immediately thought of is sun, and I immediately thought of sun and heat and humidity and all of that. So the number one thing that I threw into my bag for my makeup essentials was sunscreen. I actually bought 2 sunscreens, and I'll tell you the two. One was Neutrogena. I think one was the Neutrogena Helioflex, and then the other one was just the standard. Which one was it? I know I had the gold. It was the gold one, Australian gold. Okay. Those 2 I threw into my bag, thank goodness, because I lived on that, let me tell you. And the reason that I realized how much I needed it was because I had just done a retin-A, put on my retin-A like the night before, and I really did not realize, just going out in the sun, how harsh and how hot the sun is in Florida. Even that little bit of sun, walking to the car, walking outside of the hotel and going to your car and everything, I could feel my face literally burning. Even with the sunscreen on, you could feel that heat, that extra heat. It was almost very sensitive. So I made it very, it was on my mind the entire time. Oh heck, I just did my retin-A the other day, and I'm going to need sunscreen or I'm going to just absolutely fry. So thank goodness I remembered to do that. Now, cleanser, I just took my normal cleanser. I took one, threw it in the bag. You know, I don't really like the soaps in the hotels. I don't do any of their lotions or shampoos or hair things. So I made sure that I had my cleanser. The one that I took was the Elizabeth Arden one, the 2-in-1 cleanser. So I actually did not take a toner with me because it supposedly has a built-in toner. So and it's in a tube. It's very travel friendly, and I'll put some pictures up here as I'm talking to you guys about it. So that was the one that I took. And then for my cream, my skin cream, I just wanted to take one cream that would deal with the, I don't care if it was night or day. I took the honey skin cream, and again, I'll put it over here, and that's, who makes that? L'Oreal. L'Oreal. It's really, really nice. I am so glad I chose that, guys, for the sun and everything. It was a balmy, thick, beautiful moisturizer. One of the things that I learned on my trip is due to stress, due to just the changing of the weather and everything you go through, my skin was absolute. I mean, I looked like I hadn't slept in 24 or 48 hours, which I did not sleep well. We were all worried. We were all very sad. We were all very upset. Sleeping was very hard to do. And sure as anything, I realize now that if you don't get enough sleep, your skin goes to pot. Seriously, it goes to pot. And one of the things that I couldn't get enough water. My mouth was dry all the time. I was just gulping down liquids. I was so dehydrated, guys, from the stress and just running around and not having enough sleep. It felt like I had jet lag. It literally felt like I had just gone on a plane for 10 hours, gotten off in a totally different time zone. My body was completely flipped over as far as time and when I was tired and when I wasn't tired. It was just so weird. So for hydration, what did I get? I didn't get a lot of stuff for hydration, and that was one of my big mistakes. Aside from drinking water, which I tried to do, and aside from having the L'Oreal, skin cream, I didn't have really anything else. I did not take my hyaluronic acid with me, which I think I should have. I should have taken the Hydro Boost Neutrogena had I thought of it, but I didn't. And so I wound up actually I was at a mall. We just happened to be passing a couple of hours, and we headed out to the mall while other members of our family were taking care of business on the other end. And I happened to go into a Sephora, and I grabbed, like, for $6, and again, I'll put it up here, one of their sheet masks. It was like a grapeseed sheet mask. Oh my God, that was like if someone had poured water in a deserted sand on my face. My face was so parched, and when I went back to the hotel and I put that sheet mask on finally at night before, and I was dead tired, guys. Let me just reiterate that I was absolutely, how's my time? Good. I was absolutely dead tired when I went back to the hotel that night. But I made it a mission to rip that open, put the sheet mask on my face, and just lie there for 15-20 minutes and just try to relax and try to take my mind off of stuff. I played some Pandora music. I played some, like, new age, ambient music on Pandora. And I literally made myself relax for 15-20 minutes. And I can't tell you how much better my face looked. It looked, hydrated. It looked plump. And then when I took off the sheet mask after like 15-20 minutes, I made sure that I massaged in the rest of the serum. I did not rinse my face off after that. And then after that, all I did was I put the L'Oreal skin cream on again. Okay. Okay, so that was a godsend. That was absolutely needed. Now, for makeup, again, I didn't have time to think about what makeup, where, what, how. I took a gamble, and I took a mineral powder foundation, and I believe it was the either the Revlon or the L'Oreal. I think it was the one that was like it says aqua foundation on it, and I'll put it up here. I know my mind is just like not here, you know. I'm still recovering honestly from the shock of everything, so bear with me. But it was one of the aqua mineral foundations. It's the one that has some built-in like water or essence or something on it, and it's absolutely saved my butt. Saved my butt. I was so grateful having that powder because it was a no-brainer. All I did in the morning was cleanse my face. I put the SPF on first, you know, all over my face, and gave it a few minutes to you know, get into my pores, like about 5 minutes. I did something else. I kind of like, you know, got dressed and things like that. And then I used the powder mineral. It came with its own brush, which was fabulous. I did not take any brushes with me at all, guys. I was not in the mood. I was just not in the mood to deal with any of that. I'm like, screw that. I'm just taking the thing that comes with it, and that's it. And I put the powder on my face with the little brush that came with it, and it looked beautiful. It just looked so good. I couldn't believe it. I kept looking at it, and throughout the day I didn't touch it up. I didn't do anything. It gave just a little hint of coverage and just a little hint of color, which being out in the sun too and walking around, you do, no matter what, even if you put a high SPF, whatever, you are going to get a little sun. You're going to get a little touch of that glow, okay? It's not going to be red or anything, but you are going to get a little glow. So with that little glow and the powder, it's all I needed to keep going. And I did bring, what do you call them, wipes, you know, for at night to take off my powder and anything that was on my face. So I did do that, and again, that was something I just basically threw in a package of facial wipes. Godsend. I didn't take any Retin-A with me at all. I'm looking at my notes. I just took a basic mascara. I think I took the Essence mascara, the waterproof one, the Princess Lash waterproof mascara, which again I'll put up here. And then the other thing, I just took a basic lipstick. The latest one that I really liked was the one by Almay. It's the Go Vibes, the Go Wild or something, and it's the one I showed you guys a little bit earlier in another video. And it's it has like a carton container for the lipstick. It's really nice. I really like it, guys. It was moist enough. I put it on there, lasted really well. You know, throughout the day. And I think I had one matte lipstick that I threw in there, and again, I like a wand one. And I don't think I used it. Honestly, I don't think I used it because again, I was out the door so quickly. No eyeshadow, no eyeliner. I think I did throw in one blush, which I never used. I just didn't feel like it. You know, it just wasn't a blushing mood. I really wasn't in a blushing mood, honestly, you know, to be frank. And I think that was the whole thing I took. So, again, this was, you know, based on panic and based on not having my mind in the right frame of mind to even think about, you know, makeup and mascara and skincare and anything like that. But these were the basics, and like I said, the only thing that I wish I had taken, because I do have plenty of them, I have a stack of sheet masks, and I just didn't think that I would need a sheet mask, because for some reason, you know, I'm thinking, okay, Florida is a very humid environment, I don't need any of that, you know, but I definitely needed a sheet mask. As far as shampoos, I've been using the Nizoral shampoo right now. I'm using that, and so that's what I took with me. So I didn't do anything except ponytails, and my hair is, as you can see, is really short right now. I'm loving it. I just have like a little headband on my hair. I'm very casual today, guys. Just put it on there. Put my hair back basically to do my makeup and didn't take the band off, so I don't care. But and it's got a little mousse in it right now. But all I did was the shampoo because my hair is really short, and let it dry naturally out in the sun as we were running around, so I didn't have to worry about that. So I just kept it very basic, very simple, and focused on the task at hand, which was to try to keep our family together and and strong, and going through basically, as we said, hour by hour, not day by day, but you got to take it hour by hour and make the best of it and try to focus on getting things done. So that was it. That's all I wanted to tell you guys. So again, what you should take in case you're having an emergency or a crisis or anything like that. I hope that you remember my words, and try your best to take whatever you need, and just remember, you can buy anything local. Most anything you can get locally once you arrive at your destination. If you find that you really, really forgot something, like one time I forgot deodorant, the other time I forgot toothpaste, and one time I forgot my toothbrush. I mean, there's always going to be something that you're going to forget while you're traveling, and don't fret about it, don't stress about it. Just know that you have somewhere to go. I mean, unless you're going to Europe or something, and even there's plenty of drugstores that have basics, but you're going to be able to find it, so don't stress about it. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you again for joining me, and go ahead and give me some thumbs up and some encouragement, and I really liked your comments and all the encouragement and the prayers that you guys have shown me lately for me and my family. I really, really appreciate it. And like I said, we're getting through it. One day at a time. We are getting through it. It's only been, as of today's video, 10 days. 10 days. So it's still very raw and, really on our mind. And we have my father-in-law staying with us here for a couple of weeks till we head back to Florida for some more, issues that we have to deal with. Moving him out of his apartment, packaging up my mother-in-law's clothes, things like that. So we've still got a lot of things to deal with. So please keep us in your thoughts and prayers. I really appreciate it, and I love you guys very much. Okay, I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.